And a very pleasant Sunday to you. It's May 17th, day 62. Stay safe at home. Ron Crider here at Victoria at Indian River Shores. Keep saying every day, love all those likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Don't forget to push the like button. Push it now. Yeah, push it before you look at it. You might not like it. You can unlike it. If you push the button again, it'll unlike it. By the way, this is called top of the fold. This means this is even more important than the weather today. Tropical storm Arthur formed off the Florida coast. Maximum winds are 40 miles per hour, and it's moving northeast. As it moves away from us, its effects will lessen, and our chances of wind will drop. So Arthur is going away from us, and that's a good thing. I didn't even tell you about Arthur because it just formed. Of course, I would tell you about it immediately, and I put that at the top of the fold. Another thing that happened that's very important, which is top of the fold, as they say in the newspaper business, Governor Ron DeSantis announced Friday that Florida's gyms can reopen and restaurants and indoor seating can expand to 50% beginning this Monday. So that's a really good thing for everybody. Yeah, especially for the restaurants and you folks who like to go out. I'm not going out. I'm not getting on airplanes. Remember, I'm the guy that's over 70 years old. I'm still staying inside until this subsides somewhat more. Probably the end of this month, the beginning of next month, I'll start venturing out. Here's a shout out to Ann Hawley, Hawley. I know who you are. You're related to George Ed. I know that. Well, thank you very much for watching, and I appreciate your likes. Shout out to Jay, to Claire G, Robert M. These are some of my next-door neighbors. And I have another next-door neighbor, and her name is Patricia Falino. Falino? I have a lot of trouble with names. My name is really Ruggiero. It was my real name before I was adopted and became a Crider. So I'm kind of an Italian guy, Ruggiero. Or Ruggeri, Reggeri. Okay, folks, so next door neighbor Patricia says, James Geidner Hair Studio, Geidner Hair Studio is open, doing really good now. Everything's fine. It's by appointment only. It's there at 541 Beachland Blvd here in Vero Beach. Give them a call. They're by appointment only now. They got all kinds of special rules like all the rest of the hair studios have. 772-492 8440. I have not been in that hair studio. However, I looked at it on the internet and it looks fantastic. So thank you for Patricia for letting us know. If you have a business that's open and you would like me to make a mention of it, I'll be happy to do so. So for all you ladies, James Geidner Hair Studio located at 541 Beachland Blvd. Totally open. Give them a call. Appointment only. Vero Beach weather, a few isolated thunderstorms developing this afternoon, high 86 degrees, winds north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain today is about 30%. And then tonight, chance of rain's about 50%. Scattered thunderstorms early, then partly cloudy after midnight. Low 71. The winds will be southwest at 5 miles per hour. Chance of rain about 50% overnight. And on Monday, the temperature will range between 71 and 89 degrees. Cloudy and somewhat rainy on this new Monday. Remember, today is Sunday. Since this video is being posted later, no point in me telling you about the churches, but I will just remind you, I'm sure you probably are already aware of this. Christ by the Sea is continuing doing their streaming church services on Sunday morning, and you can go to their website and click on and watch their service. Also on CW34 Catholic Mass, on CW34 at 10:30 every Sunday morning with Bishop Barbarito. And in addition to that, Catholic Mass is on WJPP Radio, and I'll put the information up on the screen. Catholic Mass is every day at 8 a.m. on WJPP Radio, but you can listen to it here on the internet. Great news for you sports fans. I said it yesterday. I said it the day before yesterday. If you consider NASCAR a sport, which I always have had a problem believing NASCAR is actually a sport, because I always believe sports are like things that are in the Olympics, and I don't know that NASCAR is in the Olympics at the moment. But anyway, live today from Darlington, South Carolina on Fox at 3:30. No fans in the stands. I've never been a really big NASCAR fan, but some of our radio stations in Colorado exclusively covered NASCAR, and it was like the thing that people did every time NASCAR was on, to turn the radio on and listen to NASCAR. And I used to know who all of those people were and so forth. It draws a tremendous amount of people. They put 100,000 people in some of those stadiums, or they used to. And look at Daytona. My goodness gracious. So it's a very, very popular sport with an awful lot of people. My friend from the Ocean Grill, Karen over there, she and her husband go to Daytona frequently to see NASCAR. The Miami Dolphins finalized their preseason schedule Friday, releasing times and dates for all of their games. Miami will open and conclude its preseason schedule on the road, beginning with August 14th trip to Atlanta and ending September 3rd in New Orleans. New Orleans. If you're from down there, you got to say it correctly. I'm not from there, but I spent a couple of years down there. The Dolphins still will play at Hard Rock Stadium for the first time this year, August the 20th against Philadelphia Eagles. They'll host the Detroit Lions a week later on August the 27th. NFL teams can begin reopening their facilities on Tuesday if state and local governments will allow it. So he's giving them the right to do it, provided they fall into the guidelines of what's going on. And also, remember, our governor said, hey, if you have a team somewhere in the United States and you can't play there, you're welcome to come down here. We'll find a place for you. That's exactly what he said. We'll find a place for you. This has nothing to do with COVID-19, but I thought it was interesting because who would believe this? Chick-fil-A is the second highest grossing fast food chain in the United States, surpassed Taco Bell, Burger King, to land a slot just behind McDonald's, according to the Restaurant Business Magazine's annual list of the top 500 restaurants. And by the way, it's a pretty good place, Chick-fil-A. I like it a lot. Their food is terrific. So we're going to have the numbers next. These will be the up-to-date numbers, and hopefully today the numbers will be right at 11 o'clock, which means by 1 o'clock you should probably have the numbers. So that's it. Numbers coming. Back in a flash. Okay, folks, here are the numbers for Sunday. It is about noontime on Sunday. The numbers start coming in around 11 o'clock on Sunday, and by noontime we generally have them all, and sure enough, here they are. Total positive tested, 653,081. 603,081. That's 22,286 more than the previous day tested. Total positive cases, 45,588. That's 777 new positive cases in the entire state of Florida. Negative cases, 606,204. 606,204, big number, 20,968 new negative cases out of the total tested of 653,081. Now let's pop over here and take a look at hospitalizations. The hospitalizations, the new hospitalization number, 8,230 total hospitalizations. Of those 8,230, 8,230, of those, there was an additional 84 into the hospital in the past 24 hours. And the deaths reported to date, 1973. In 1973, there were additional 9 deaths reported in the past 24 hours. And I don't like to take a look at this number over here. These are the new resident positive cases, and that says 1,200. This is since April 17th. So this is a 30-day look at what's going on, and they don't particularly care for the way it looks. However, that's not up to me to decide. Medium age is 53.1, and as you can see, the male and females are just about the same, 21,864 for the males and 22,488 for the females. So the females a little bit more than the males as far as cases are concerned. But this doesn't look particularly great to me. But I'm not the judge and jury here about how these things are supposed to go together. I'm just reporting the numbers as I see them. So let's go to Indian River County and take a look at what's going on in Indian River County, where we live. Okay, Indian River County, 3,024 total people that have been tested so far. 106 tested positive, and that is 2 additional positives in Indian River County. When I gave you that testing number, 3,024, there were 54 more people that were tested over the previous 24 hours. The total positives, 106. 2 additional people popped up as positive cases here in Indian River County. The negatives, 2917. 2917, there are 51 good ones popped up. And there were no additional hospitalizations and no additional deaths. Total hospitalizations, 25, and the deaths, 9. And down here it shows that there were 2 new cases of resident cases in the past 24 hours. Seems like that's what we saw the other day as well. But this doesn't look terribly bad. 9 deaths is not good at all, obviously. The hospitalization's 25. We hope that they're going to pop out of the hospital. Well, let's go down to Dade County. This is usually the biggest one of all. See what's going on down there. I didn't take a quick look at this before I started. Okay, here we are in Dade County. Total people tested in Dade County since we started this, 125,961. And that's 2,901 additional people tested in the past 24 hours. Positive people tested, 15,658. It's 292 more that tested positive over the previous day. The negative tests, 109,977. That's 2,482 positives. These are the good cases. Let's take a look at what happened over here. Hospitalizations, 2,385 in Dade County. 2,385. That's 9 additional hospitalizations down there, and 561 is 2 new deaths reported in the past 24 hours in Dade County. We're going to take a look at this. 553. That is the worst day in the entire month, was yesterday. Again, I say that is not good. However, let's remember that these numbers will change as they come up with better numbers, and maybe they just threw a bunch of them in there. We know that the numbers across here are generally correct. They're just not necessarily in the right days. But that's a big, big, bad day of 553. Not good at all for Dade County. Let's see what's going on in Broward County. All righty, here we are in Broward County. Broward County total testing, 73,750. 73,750, that's 1,750 new tests. Positive, 6,243 total tested, and the amount of new ones popping up in Broward County were 42 new positives in Broward County reported in the past 24 hours. The negative, 67,382, and that number is a total of 1,080. Those are the good numbers, so we're not worried about those at all. Now let's go over here and double check and see what happened in Broward County. The hospitalizations were reported to be 1,272, and there are 22 additional hospitalizations over the past 24 hours, and the total deaths, 279. It was 278 the previous day. Therefore, there was 1 additional death reported. Now, over here, this is looking a whole lot better. Although it says there were 91 cases yesterday, 90 cases yesterday, these are coming down, but that's an increase more so pretty much than any day in the previous week. So not so good. Let's go up to Palm Beach County now. That's why I do this, so we all get a feel for where we're going. I'm not trying to scare you, but point is, we do this so we know where we are and what's going on. And we won't be surprised when we find out that things may be not as good as we had hoped, or they're much better than we had expected. Here we are in Palm Beach County. Total tested people, 49,851. 49,851. And the 49,851 is 1,105 new cases tested, new cases tested. 4,524 are the positive cases, and there were 84 new positive cases in the Palm Beach County area in the past 24 hours. 84 new cases. The negatives, 44,910, and 831 that tested negative, and that's just fine. We don't have a problem with that. Let's go over here and look at hospitalizations in Palm Beach County. They added 17 more into the hospital. The number 826. Previous day was 809, so 17 more people went into the hospital in the past 24 hours. However, there were no new reported deaths. 275. It was 275 the previous day. So that's a good thing that there were. See, the bottom line here is, as you know, you can have a lot of cases, and if these people get well and they come out of the hospital, and they don't generate into deaths, we're in pretty good shape here. So, but this number is, I don't like these numbers over here. These are very high numbers. Look at all this. Same similar situation where the past 7-8 days, it's just been pretty not good there in Palm Beach County. Not liking what I'm seeing here. Well, Palm Beach County. Now let's move up to Martin County. Okay, folks, Martin County is Stewart. They have tested 3,022. It was an additional 81 tests that came in yesterday. 321 positives. That was an additional 25 more people that tested positive in the past 24 hours. 2697 negative tests. There were 54 new negative tests that showed up there. And let's take a look at the hospitalizations. Hospitalization here in Martin County was 56. No new hospitalizations in the past 24 hours. However, the deaths did go up by 1. The previous day was 7. In the past 24 hours, there was 1 reported. So, previous day was 6. So yesterday was 7. So there was 1 new death in Martin County. And look at this. 26. This is the most number of cases that were reported in the past month. And that's 26. So let's just hope there's some sort of an anomaly going on here, and let's move up to St. Lucie County, because these are not, I mean, you hear me say these every day, and I don't get too upset about them, but today is not particularly a good day. St. Lucie County, total tested 6,125. There were 154 new people tested. Of the positives now, 323 total positives there, and they added 7 new ones since the past 24 hours. Let's take a look at hospitalizations. Hospitalizations, there were no new hospitalizations, 83 hospitalizations total, no new hospitalizations in St. Lucie County, and no new deaths reported in St. Lucie County, being 7. Total of 27. No new deaths down there. Well, that's okay, but take a look at this. Another big spike. See, all these spikes are coming in. Do you suppose that because we are beginning to open things up that something is happening here? Now, let's face it, they are doing a lot of testings. 6,000 in St. Lucie County, 6,125. And they're not actually doing that many more, because they were at 5,023 a week ago, so they only tested 1,000 more. I don't know. It's pretty hard to tell here. I'm not supposed to be the guy making the prognostication as to where we're going, but it surely does not look particularly good. So at St. Lucie County, that is Fort Pierce. So now we're going to skip over Indian River County, and we're going to go up to Brevard County. All right, here we are in Brevard County, and Brevard County, total testings in Brevard County, 14,258, 303 new testings in the past 24 hours, positive 365. That was 6 new positives in Brevard County over the previous day, 13,885, and that was 293 new negatives. So the negatives, as we know, are good ones. So let's go over here and take a look at what's going on here. At the hospitalizations, they added 1 new hospitalization in Brevard County in the past 24 hours, and there were no new deaths reported. Hospitalizations 52 and the deaths 10. And they had 6 new resident cases reported yesterday. So 6 here. It seems like there's an awful lot of activity going on here in the past 5, 6, 7 days. We don't know what that means at the moment. We'll just have to take a look on Monday and see what happens. All right, now we're going to go up to Orange County. In Orange County, 47,721. So there were additional 5,237 tests made in the past 24 hours in Orange. Positive cases, 1,655. An additional 26 people tested positive in Orange County. That's Orlando. And the negative cases, an additional 5,199, or 46,014 since we started. Let's take a look and see what happens here. And again, same situation, 33 yesterday over here. And in Orange County, the hospitalizations, there were no new hospitalizations, and there were no new deaths reported. So it's 289 hospitalizations and a total of 38, but no new ones were reported. But again, similar situation for the past 5 days, 6 days. Look at all these numbers. This was 33 on the 16th, 21 on the 15th, 31 on the 14th, and on the 12th, it was 33. And those are bigger numbers than we had until we go all the way back to the beginning. Doesn't look like a good sign to me, folks. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. All right. Now, these are the numbers that change all the time, like every hour. These you can check anytime you want to, and they're all going to be different. They're all going to be going up. USA cases, 1,471,674. U.S. deaths, 88,836. Global cases, 4,667,109. And global deaths, 312,381. That's it. That's for the big numbers. Those are the numbers that came in today, Sunday, the 17th of May. And as I said, it's just is not good. So here's something we have to do, guys. Please, please, please. You got to understand this. The more we get out and the more we mingle with people, the better chance we're going to have to pick this up. And we're not involved in the herd mentality at the moment to try to get everybody to get it so that they get better. We just have to be more and more and more careful, and we have to do more and more and more tests. That's the most important thing. I understand that CVS is going to be testing by the end of the month in just about all of their stores, at least 1,000 stores. And as soon as I find out if the CVS stores here in town, here in Vero Beach, are doing it, I'll let you know, because we can pop over there and get a test, just walk in and get the test. So I think it's important that we get tested, and perhaps the antibody testing will be coming along as well. So I hope you have a really great day. I didn't mean to upset you, but my job is to report what I see here, exactly what it is. No slant, guys. No slant. It is what it is. And maybe tomorrow will be better. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. Have a really great Sunday. All righty, everyone. Here we go with our thoughts for today. Today, I thought I would just lay the thoughts over some of the video of our grounds here at Victoria, 5680 A1A. There's Marcia greeting us at the gate, which she does all the time, every day. There she is. Hi, Marcia. Our thoughts for today, Sunday: smile more than you cry, give more than you take, and love more than you hate. Smile more than you cry, give more than you take, and love more than you hate. Nothing wrong with that, right? A Sunday well spent brings a week of content. Today, okay? A Sunday well spent brings a week of content. Okay, the positive thought for today: your talent determines what you can do. Your motivation determines how much you are willing to do, and your attitude determines how well you will do it. Okay, one more time. Your talent determines what you can do. Your motivation determines how much you are willing to do, and your attitude determines how well you can do it. I like that. Sounds good. And of course, you have to remember what I say all the time at the end of these videos. Always be a part of the solution and not part of the problem. Always be a part of the solution and not part of the problem. It's Sunday, and I'm not going to preach today too much other than to say, please, please, please do the right thing when you go out and stop trying to pretend that nothing has happened, everything is the same as it was before, because it's not the same as it was before. It's different right now, and we have to be very, very careful because the virus is still among us. Yes, COVID-19 is still among us. It's still out there someplace. It's lurking, and it's trying to get us, and we're going to beat it. So don't be a part of the problem, be a part of the solution, and try to stay away from everybody as much as you can. Wear your masks when you go out. Go to the grocery store once a week instead of 3 or 4 or 5 times a week. Those are the things that I suggest that you do today to have a really good rest of your day today on Sunday, the 17th of May, and this is our day number 62, Stay Safe at Home Day. I'm Ron Crider here in Vero Beach, your faithful servant, and don't forget to push that like. And now, here comes our fabulous surf here at Victoria. Have a really great Sunday. Be safe.